Hey everyone, back with another Simpsons video with more Simpsons trading cards, starting with this Homer J. Simpsons trading card. And I didn't even look where these are from yet. So these are all going to be Skybox cards. And it looks like this is card number 1 that we can see right up there in the corner. But as we go through these, we have Homer J. Simpson. I'm going to put these back very neatly. Then we get Marge Simpson. The extra ingredient is worry with a secret shame on the bottom. And information about Marge. I'll try to line these up so you can actually take a look and possibly read them if you'd like to. Her turn-ons are Ringo Starr. Interesting turn-on. I bet that's from an episode, again, that I don't remember. Then we get Bart Simpson. And let's see, what is this? This is the Bart's Most Treasured Item of Clothing. Cool. It's a very cool skybox. I'm sure this is card number 3 with some information about Bart Simpson. There we go. And then we get Lisa Simpson. There we go. I can't believe I'm a Simpson. Lisa Simpson card. I'll show you the back. And then we get to Maggie. And the back of Maggie. And the first non-Simpsons family member is Chief Wiggum. Chief Wiggum. And Chief Wiggum with his secret shame gun. All right. And yeah, Clancy Wiggum. Again, trying to line these up so you can actually see them. And then we get Kent Brockman. I'll start to move through these a little bit faster because there are a lot of them. But we have Kent Brockman. And it's nice that they all have information on the back of them. We have Lenny. Does it have Lenny's last name? I can't think if Lenny has a last name. This doesn't have a last name on it. If anyone knows Lenny's last name, put it in the comments. Then we have Sideshow Bob before Krusty. Wow, okay. Card number 9. There we go, Sideshow Bob and Apu. And it looks like most of these cards are all very similar with facts on the back. Tattooed Annie. Character that I'm not remembering off the top of my head from the Springfield Women's Prison. Then we have Miss Krabappel. There we go, Edna Krabappel. Grinding her teeth is her hobby. Mr. Largo. And then we get to Janie Powell. And a lot of the students, I can't think of their names offhand. Like especially Janie Powell. Maybe I'd get her first name, but not her last. And then we have Nelson. And I'm just going to reorganize these a little bit so they are in order. There we go. So now all of the previous cards are still in order. And then we have Nelson Muntz and Jimbo Jones coming next. So Nelson Muntz. There we go. And Jimbo Jones, another one of the bullies. Okay, so I just figured this out. The flip-o-matic on the back is if you had all the cards stacked together, you could get a little itchy and scratchy animation down here. So that's very cool. And then we have Millhouse. And Sideshow Mel. And there's still a lot of cards to come, so I will start moving a little faster now. We have Krusty the Clown. And Laureline Lumpkin. This episode I actually remember as far as some second or third dairy characters go. Groundskeeper Willie. And Rabbi Krustovsky. Again, another character I do remember. And then we have Princess Cashmere and Jasper. And then Patty and Selma. Let's see, but last names. Yep, last name on the back. Grandpa Abraham Simpson. And Smilin' Joe Fission? Fission. I don't know. Up and at 'em, boys and girls. I like that character design. Oh, great. Another great character design. I almost feel like this is the modern day Gritty. Like maybe it was supposed to be the Philly Fanatic, but this looks closer to Gritty. Then we have Snowball 2 on our first sideways card. I'll show you the back of that real quick. Snowball 2. Bill and Marty. All right, 2 characters again that aren't coming to the tip of my brain as far as remembering. But Lance Murdoch I remember. It might just be time to rewatch the Simpsons series. It might take a while, but some of these characters, like, again, Captain I remember, and even the Three-Eyed Fish I remember. But some of these characters truly escape memory. Oh, and this is like from one of the first episodes. I remember her, Miss Botts, and Troy McClure, voiced by Phil Hartman. And then we have Dr. Nick Rivera, and Barney Gumble coming. And McBain is behind Barney. Interesting how they numbered these. And it looks like we're actually getting one of the numbering cards coming next. So let's see. The Simpsons character checklist. Yeah, with Bane on the end. And the Flip-O-Matic. There we go. And then, oh, neat. Itchy and Scratchy cards. Very cool. Very violent. Love it. Spaghetti style. Still with the animation Flip-O-Matic on the back. Baseball bat smashing. Strike 3, you're dead. So violent. Again, I feel like a lot of this violence wouldn't pass on today's Simpsons standards. Pleased to beat you. But these are great. Like, I almost wish the Simpsons could go back to some of its old school violence. Gentlemen prefer bombs instead of blondes. Itchy and Scratchy on ice. Great cards. These are really wonderful. Like, again, the Simpsons characters are great, but these are so, they have so much personality. Crocodile Doomdy instead of Dundee, great. A Farewell to Arms and Legs. Like, some of these movies and shows I'll remember, but some of these, also, A Farewell to Arms and Legs. Like, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember what movie that's parodying. Tea House of the August Kaboom. Very cool. And Desperately Shrieking Scratchy. Cool. And there are a lot of these. Bongo Comics. Oh, that's really cool. I really like the old, was it Fleischer Studios, I think, that does the squash and stretch of the classic Rubber Hose cartoons. Third Down, Dead to Go. Again, with a lot of these, it'd be neat to have one, but I almost feel like you do need the whole collection once you see them. Gun with the Wind instead of Gone with the Wind. Okay, that one was an easier one. Little Dead Corvette. I think that's Little Red Corvette. Between Meal Smacks. Very cool cards. All right, and then we got a Buzz Cola with Itchy and Scratchy on it. And another with It's a Wonderful Knife instead of It's a Wonderful Life. Great cards. Dead and Butter. Cool, cool, cool. And then we have On the Road Again. That's not even changing the name. There we go. And let's see, a lot of the Itchy and Scratchy. Some like it very, very hot. Okay. No real play on words, just the addition of a very. The Dead Scratchy Society. That one's pretty cool. All of these are very cool. I think this was on a bookmark that we found. I'd like to propose a toasting. A very similar image was on a former bookmark that we found from Itchy and Scratchy. Flesh as a Daisy. It's a funny one. And again, Out of the Frying Pan into the Grave. I almost feel like these could be framed as a giant poster and would just look great. Again, I'm trying to not fingerprint these up too much. I did clean my hands ahead of time, but I feel like they're dirty from messing with Sharpies earlier. But here's a bunch of the other cards. Candlelight and Wine. All right, keep it moving. It ain't the heat, it's the fatality. Up, Up, and Oy Vey. That's very Krusty the Clowny with the Oy Vey in there. Very cool. All right, and I think that's the end of the Itchy and Scratchy cards. Yeah, so then we have the Itchy and Scratchy card checklist and uses for these cards, and the Flip-O-Matic still there. And then we get, ooh, these are really neat. And I'm gonna, again, pick these up so we can move through them a little faster, but it looks like we get some action heroes superheroes. Fallout Boy, Dr. Crab. These are a little different because they still are skybox, but they don't have the animation on the back. Radioactive Man. Very cool. Lava Man. Molten Menace. Radioactive Boy with his dog, Glowy. Then we have a Radioactive Man #2, one of the comics. Another one of the comic covers. Handful of comic covers. And again, these are really great. Just sometimes I feel like trading cards get lazy. Like some of the other ones where it was images of episodes of the show, I feel like those are a little bit lazy. Whereas these, I think, actually took someone thinking about it and not just grabbing pictures from previous episodes. And we're starting to get to the bottom of the pack, and the last Radioactive Man card, there we go. And then as you can see already, we have tattoo cards, wiggle cards, which I haven't seen, glow-in-the-dark cards I haven't seen, and CEL cards, cell cards. Okay, but we do have the tattoo cards, and they're right here because I can feel them and see them. We have Otto, and these are very cool. They're the stick-ons. You know, you get a wet sponge or cloth, and then stick it on to yourself. I wouldn't use these, though. Again, I almost feel like these should become real tattoos at this point. These are really, really well done and almost look like, you know, if you got this put on your body, it might be time to make it permanent. These are temporary, but these are almost too cool to put. Oh my gosh, especially this one. How could you temporarily put that on? That's really, really cool. And let's see. Oh, even the Miss Krabappel mermaid. Ugh, man, it's cool. I wouldn't put that on me, but that's neat. And then, oh, okay, perfect for right above the shoulder. That's a good one right there. These are really, really great. Like, again, I bet a tattoo artist that's out there probably has seen these, and if they haven't, maybe they should, because these would make wonderful tattoos. Temporary or not. Wow, like look at that one. Just the detail. Almost can't even tell that's a Simpsons tattoo. That's really cool. And then the last one here, and then come back next week. There are more cards. I think there's a little bit more merchandise, but there's definitely more cards to come. Closing on this one. Have a good one, everyone. See ya.